Well, hello, thank you for joining me today again on the Church History Trail, and we're continuing here in Antrim, and we're actually outside a ruined house, and I know absolutely nothing about this house. All I know is a ruin and I've just came across it, and you can't get in, but there's no information on it at all, so I don't actually know whose it was, but it certainly is a substantial building in its day. But other than it being a ruin, that's about all I know about it. It's in Antrim and it's a ruin, so maybe somebody else knows something about it who is local to the area. But that's not why we're here today. The reason why we're in this park today is for this, because this is Antrim's Round Tower, and I can remember growing up and thinking that if you wanted to see a round tower intact, you had to go the whole way to Fermanagh. I think it was Devonish Island you called the island, and you had the monastery and the round tower, and it was a fantastic round tower, still is, and intact. And all those years that I was going to Fermanagh and Enniskillen to see the round tower, there's actually one here in Antrim that I didn't even know about until a few years ago, and it's quite impressive, as you can see. Now you can't get into it, at least you can't get into it today, but the round tower is actually known here locally as the steeple, and you can understand why they call it the steeple. And this is all actually that remains of the once famous monastery that was at Antrim. And they say that the tower is over 91 feet high, and so it's pretty high. And it's built mainly of basalt, and it was built in the 10th or the 11th century. According to the annals, the monastic site was actually destroyed in 1018 AD, and it was burnt in 1147 during raids. Now I would imagine that was during Viking raids. I haven't been able to get any more information on that, so I would assume that is the Vikings who did that. But certainly an impressive building, as you can see. And it's great that it's still intact. It's the only building that's left, the only trace really that's left of the monastery that was once here. And as you can see there, it says Antrim Round Tower. And so it's only a few years ago that I actually realised that this existed. But it's a wee connection with history and with the monastery that used to be here. Once you get to the bottom of it, it's a spray of height, certainly with the mound that it's sitting on as well. Raises it up even that wee bit more. And this is the steeple park that we're in here in Antrim. Pretty amazing. There's that ruin there that I showed you a few moments ago. You can see a good view of it from here. I don't know what that was, to be honest. I haven't a clue. I think that's a wee stone there in that, if I can make it out, which I can't. So there you are. And that's the opening, but you can't get in. There's a lock on it, and even if there wasn't a lock on it, I couldn't climb up. So there you are. So that's Antrim's Round Tower, known locally as the steeple.